Hey folks, Klei recently released an update for single player Don't Starve, and as you may have already heard, it is absurdly, unacceptably buggy. Several features of the game have become unplayable as a result of it. Klei normally has a good track record of disclaiming their untested content and playing it safe with open betas and early access, so it came as a bit of a shock to me that they'd go live with this. One of the most significant features of the update was porting Don't Starve Together's BEEFALO taming mechanic, and since I still seem to be the #1 content creator on YouTube, going off of sheer number of videos produced about optimizing this obscure mechanic from an indie video game, it feels like I have some responsibility to warn you away from attempting BEEFALO taming in single player, unless you're just goofing off in a world you don't care about. Some of the bugs with single-player BEEFALO taming are beneficial. For instance, it's currently possible to harvest grass, twigs, berries, and many other items while mounted, which wasn't possible in DST. Your character just sort of does the pick animation in mid-air. This allows you to gather items to raise your BEEFALO's obedience without having to dismount, and thus allows much longer continuous riding time. It's also possible to pick up loose items from the ground while mounted, but only when facing toward the camera. The pickup animation is always interrupted if you attempt to pick up an item while facing away from the camera. It's also possible to place some structures while mounted, fuel fires, cook, and light objects with a torch. But this is where the good news ends. The rest of the bugs are all bizarre, unhelpful, game-destroying, or some combination of the three. It's not possible to chop or mine while mounted, but a prompt to do so still appears when mousing over boulders and trees, and if you click it, then you and your BEEFALO will vanish from the map as if the boulder or tree swallowed you whole. The hitbox for dismounting is much smaller than in DST and centered on you rather than on your BEEFALO, so to dismount you have to right-click yourself rather than your BEEFALO. Entering or exiting the caves on BEEFALO back teleports you to a random location, potentially in the middle of the void or the ocean outside of map boundaries. Most damningly, single-player BEEFALO do not actually absorb any melee damage for their rider as they did in DST, nor do they have their own set damage, so you'll save neither weapon nor armor durability by using one in combat. Damage also isn't fixed, and scales with the player's damage modifier as normal. This persists even after BEEFALO reach 100% domestication, making the ornery tendency in the war saddle completely useless, as there's no way to get the BEEFALO to actually deal the increased damage for you. On several occasions, reaching 100% domestication actually caused my game to fatally crash, and reloading caused my fully domesticated BEEFALO to just disappear entirely from the world, wasting 15 to 20 game days of my time. There may be even worse bugs that I haven't discovered yet. Hopefully this video is in time to spare some of you from a lot of headaches. I don't recommend attempting to tame BEEFALO in the new update until Klei has hotfixed a lot of these glaring issues. I'll try to keep you all informed as I continue to experiment. Later!